Hi, it's Debbie Williams, and today I'm going to do a short trance that will help you to improve your game of golf. Now, I've worked with many golfers over the years, many sports people, to help them to improve their game. And by listening to this recording regularly, it will help you to improve your game of golf. Okay, so allow yourself to find a space where you're not going to be disturbed for the next few minutes, maybe switching off your telephone. And as you sit there, just close your eyes and take a deep breath in, hold, and then release. And as you have an awareness of your breathing, notice you can slow it down and deepen it all by itself, as each inspiration can start to inspire you to open your mind to the possibilities of trance, entrance to new learnings and understandings, where you can accelerate your learning by using the power of your mind. And as you pay attention to your breath, allow yourself to hold that breath in for a little bit longer before releasing it. As I talk to your unconscious mind, see, there was a study done many years ago where they took people and they taught them for an hour how to play basketball. And then they were split into 3 groups. And the one group was told to go away and to do nothing. And the second group was told to come back every night for an hour and practice for the next month. And the third group were told to see in their imagination them hitting the ball in the net over and over again for just 10 minutes a night. And at the end of the month, all of the group were brought back together and they were tested. And the one that did nothing had no improvement at all. The ones that had physically practiced had something like a 24% improvement. And the ones who had not actually been on the court but had practiced in their mind's eye, they had something like a 23% improvement, because they saw it in their mind over and over. See, when Nike employed Jordan to advertise their brand, he was supposed to miss the ball going in the net. And he practiced and practiced, and it took him something like 67 times before he could miss, because he'd hardwired his brain for success. And it's been said that golf is more a mindset game. And I want you to find in that old dark room in your mind where perhaps you've got some negative thoughts or bad habits stored there. This can be the room for transformation, the room for improvement. And just like Arthur and the round table, I want you to see around the table is your team. And you can have a team of golfers from past and present, from old ones like Seve Ballesteros to Ricky Fowler to Tiger Woods to Jason Day to Bubba Watson to Luke Donald to Rory McIlroy and anybody else that comes to mind. And they're all sat around this table and you're the chairperson. And each night as your head touches the pillow, I want you to hand over to your team all your goals. And they can sift through at the unconscious level and de-link any bad habits and replace them with some new, improved ways of playing your game. And you can find that you choose from your golfers, who do you want to be like today? And each time you play golf, I want you to take time to perhaps step into Luke Donald. So as you're there, just imagine standing the way he stands, seeing how he sees out through his eyes, how he looks down the fairway, how he talks to himself, how he putts, how he does every single shot. And for the next month, as you choose your golfer, as you step into their shoes, you leave behind any negative dialogue of, oh, I don't think I can do this, oh, I'm not getting it right, because you've stepped into the mind of an expert to accelerate your learning. And as you allow him to take that shot, you see the way he does it. You hear how he talks to himself. Or maybe it's quiet in there as he's so focused on seeing where he wants the ball to go. And it's like a laser. And as he hits that shot, it goes exactly where he wants it. And then you take the next shot, staying in role, staying in character. Because as you step into somebody's shoes, you make these micro muscle adjustments and you hold the golf club slightly differently. You see the way an expert sees. You think the way they do. And you also can feel different. And from the outside, nobody can see any difference because you don't have to let anybody know what you're doing. And the more you practice, the easier it gets. And the more you practice, the quicker you increase your skill set. See, many years ago when Paul McKenna wanted to improve his career prospects, he wanted to present this show on hypnosis, and he was a radio DJ, and he thought about it, and sometimes he thought, yes, this would be fantastic, and other times it was like somebody had knifed him in the stomach of, I can't do this. And rather than facing his fears and overcoming them and finding out the root of the problem and all of that, he sidestepped it. He imagined stepping into the shoes of the likes of Bob Monkhouse to see how he would look at audiences, how he'd talk to himself, how he'd feel. And he noticed, the audience looked friendly. I don't know what I was doing, but it wasn't that. And he was training his neurology to map over a seasoned veteran's way of doing it so that he could accelerate his learning. And the rest is history. And see, you couldn't pay to have all of these golfers to be at your beck and call, but you can use your imagination and you can talk to them in mind of asking, hey Bubba, show me how you bend it in that way. Hey Tiger, show me how you think when you were at your prime. Hey Jason, show me how I can do that shot in the way that you do. And just imagine where you could be a month from now, that if you stepped into a new golfer each week and you mastered something from them, where would you be a month from now? Where would you be a year from now? Where would your handicap be? And see, my voice will go with you to remind you to come back here often, to listen all over again, to re-inspire you, to see yourself walking off the golf course at the end of a game with a smile on your face that lets you know, wow, what a fantastic game. To hear your friends and colleagues say to you, there's something different about you. You're playing much more confidently, and those shots, they were fantastic. And you even got a hole in one. Wow, what would it feel like to do that more than once? To see in your mind's eye the ball going where you want it to go, and everybody's surprise, including your own, as you open your mind to the possibilities of miracles and magic afoot. And now, as I count back from 5 to 1, you can come back into the room with a renewed sense of energy and excitement, and noticing in the days ahead that you have unexplainable feelings of optimism and well-being. And if you want any coaching, just follow the links below and contact me and I can help you. And my voice will go with you by feeling an energizing shower now, like a power shower. It's washing through on the inside, it's cleansing, it's healing, and it's rebalancing. And as the water becomes clear, so does your thoughts. For now is the time to take your freedom, to know that each night as your head touches the pillow, your team can work for you 24/7 as you dump in that boardroom all of the stuff that you want improvements on, and you delegate it to them, and you just notice subtle changes, positive changes, And the more you listen, the quicker that will happen, to allow you to have the freedom to be in flow with your game and to feel completely at one. And when you're ready, just come back into the room and open your eyes. And I'm going to put a link to my Ultimate Confidence recording, because there's some strategies there of stepping into somebody else's shoes and some techniques that can help you. And if you want some one-to-one help, then follow the links and we can get to work taking your game to the next level. Bye now.